Share chat. Why is the share chat not working? Can you press anything, Foxy?
It tells me it's enabled.
Something went wrong. Please try again later.
I'll end it and restart it. Does that do it?
Yeah, it instantly did it. Alright, I'm ready now. Feel good.
Well, if you say so.
Time for quart E. E.
Well, if you want that, we need to start writing plot.
No.
I mean, no, man.
Yeah, no.
That's a court thing.
Literally no. April entente 9:15 tanto a me tanto corte.
No, I'm skipping that. So anyway. You okay, Athena? You've been really angsty ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, given how the previous court session went with her, I don't have high hopes.
Well,
I know,
this is happening before that first case.
Yeah, and given that one was more questionable than how would the first one go? I wonder. Especially against a new prosecutor like this one. Is this not even Payne we're talking about? I know. Just what she needs. Athena. Oh. Did you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices?
Hmm?
I don't know, man. I think my voice sounds the same no matter where I'm at.
That's probably true.
Like my steel voice is too hardcore.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. Scaring the daylights out of me?
Nice.
Yeah. That's my strat. How did you know? No, I find that shouting "I'm fine" in a loud voice really relieves. That's just you.
That's literally just a you thing. Also, 1 second, I'll be right back real quick. Alright, sorry about that, I'm here now.
Pleasure.
I was looking over the evidence. Guess it wouldn't be a bad thing to look over them.
No, I was just looking at this paper because I don't remember what's said.
Well, that's yeah, Jinxie's statement.
Otherwise, everything else is like whatever.
Mm.
It's part of my steel voice, you know. It's just a workout.
Right.
I must, and it's a must before every trial. Huh? Right. I'm glad I'm torturing those two police officers. Did you want me to shout here? Yeah, that's right. Here, I'll go first, then you turn. All right. I'm apologizing, and I'm fine.
Quiet down, kid! I've heard enough of that voice of yours already!
honestly, it sounds more embarrassing than anything else. Alright, I'm a Tina. Right. And I'm fine! Hmm. Don't tell me that actually works. Don't humor them.
Probably a little bit.
I think, I think that actually works. I think she's just distracted.
Nice.
I thought that my health always works. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I see, a proven remedy to calm the soul. If I have to do it in front of those two police guys there, no. No. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the court? Okay. Alright.
How about no?
The point is to release stress, not get totally exhausted.
Oh, Phoenix is here as well.
He's been summoned in 3D. What's with all the racket, you two? I'm so right. It's just a little voice workout, you know. I'm just troubling these two police officers. What's with the suit? This. Yeah, you know, you noticed? Damn. I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back. That's all. That's all. That's huge news. But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. More like all the time.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, tough shit. This Phoenix we're talking about. We never get anything out of him. Well, wow.
Holy shit.
It's like the eyes have changed. Not really. I don't think it's the same. I'm so used to him in the usual laid-back clothes. Wow, crazy.
Damn, don't you think like the hair would like have make the hat all pointy, you know? It was.
No, that's just some hats don't spend like that.
But you know.
That suit makes it look like $1 million.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he has no money, so. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also used psychology. Oh, that's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defense.
Stalwart.
Whatever that means, anyway. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing all about that lately. So he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much.
Nice.
Damn, so I can't use my steel? I knew he was gonna be bad news. Yes, probably just a hyperbole.
Yeah.
At least I hope. I hope for you, for your sake. What hyperbole is supposed to mean here either.
Over exaggerated.
Wait, so it's true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Look, all I need is my throat. That's it.
The voice, man.
Oh, yikes! Better don't down my steel too, man. Yeah. So, are you all ready? Not really. With all this intimidation? No. It might be a good idea to check. I already did, buddy.
Yeah, while I was gone.
You missed out on nothing. Right. Mr. Right, fine, fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. I'll be spectating and judging your every move. Oh, thanks, man. Okay, let's do this. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Oh yeah, of course. Believe in our clients, seeking the truth, that's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor. Here comes justice. I'm gonna prove that there's no superstitious taros in this fucking case.
Yeah, man. Birds? I hate birds.
No, you love birds. You breeded them.
I hate birds. 9:30.
Nah, you even showed me a fucking picture of a duck, so no.
Distrectanto corte cortrutrumu no for.
There is no 4, it was blown up. Eventually. It was eventually blown up.
Ah, shit, I'm here again. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Well, then all rise.
Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Abolish justice. Defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. Not gonna lie, I seriously prefer the 2D on this guy.
I know a big booming voice anywhere. Nice chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? Who is the young lady next to you? Never seen her in my life.
I'm Athena, Mr. Justice's junior partner, and fresh out of law school.
I'll be damned. No. Full of beans, too, huh? Excellent. Make an old man feel young again.
Yeah, right.
No, for the prosecution.
Wrong.
It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Never fear. Well, I shall explain. Just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Ah, yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time.
Yeah, walking in a cutscene.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate. But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Yasha and the court.
Casual back shot. Who's that? Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him, I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell.
Is the prosecution ready?
I can't tell what's on his eyes, honestly. Literally, I can't tell what that is.
Who knows?
Like, is it like a little face makeup or something else?
Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Oh, of course. Forgive me.
Why are all the people related to this case so scary?
Prosecutor Blackwell. I can read it. Your opening statement, if you please. Oh, what's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right there. In the indictment, an opening statement would be pointless. Pointless? Well,
Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor has the judge stung. Yes.
we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well then, your boldness, if it's so important, why don't you do the honors?
Your boldness. Yeah. Call him out on that.
Who? Me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. It's a selfish old fool. Huh?
Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Yeah, just smack talking.
Old detail. Wait. Old dotards, such as you, are plague upon the young. I pity your grandchildren. Or is it grandchildren? All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace.
What? Yeah, he actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about.
The opening statement, huh? And the victim was one Rex Cubey, alderman of Ninetails Vale. The defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? His prints were found in the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive: the elimination of the biggest roadblock of the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So, in a nutshell, I have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible. Bravo. In your boldness, your eyes of experience shine bright like your head. Ho! Flattery will get you everywhere.
Except the fact that he's being openly called bald.
Yeah.
He's playing Simon and Says with the judge.
Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Albright. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here. Now, sir, you would provide protection if it ever came to that. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated.
Wait, who's protecting you? Who from what?
Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their... I can read that.
Maybe he doesn't want you to read that, you know?
Really believe anyone can turn their life around, even old Blackwell here. Fulbright. Save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. Ha! That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society.
I highly doubt with this type of mentality.
No, I will never give up on you.
Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say, ignorance is bliss.
Really is.
Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious. Not. This is sad.
No, let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright.
See, obliviousness goes on a whole new level with this guy. Again, the topic about his shoes, you know?
Oh yeah, it really is something. You got it! But first, I'd like to say the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. Alderman QB was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwillingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain of jolted the victim awake. He grabbed the statue and struck back.
So Alderman QB had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug?
That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. He slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Is it autopsy report to prove it?
Yay.
And the victim managed to attack his attacker, despite being impaled by a spear? That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible? Oh well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. And that spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Objection!
Not so fast. I'm trying to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by spear?
Never heard of an incredible feats of huge. Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. See, sense. See what I did there? I said sense.
No.
I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink.
I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched.
Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade.
No swords allowed. I didn't sign up for this.
And so your life is spared. For now.
He actually tried to draw a sword. Funny guy. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die.
Haha! My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof. My name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest.
So, will he do that?
No.
Of course not, that's what I thought.
The accused's prints were on the weapon. And he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence. Wouldn't you agree, Your Boldness? The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute.
Yes, the judge leaning towards the guilty verdict, and the trial just barely begun.
What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger of the purpose of freeing Tenmataro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he's raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. Mayor is a strange one, alright. I heard he went on the blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal. Alright! There will be no gossiping in my court! Your boldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I heard they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenmataro. Then again... perhaps he's already under the demon's spell.
Damn, we're going superstition here.
Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
Hold it!
The rumors and quirks of Mayor Denma had no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement. I think.
Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what a dreadful, fearsome lass we have here.
Dude, thanks for that lifeline, Tina. Careful, Paul. He's the judge. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objective. This guy really is bad news.
In any case, it seems the victim didn't manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon do you use against his attacker?
None other than this statue right here.
It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two yokai to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and the other is the other Tenmataro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art.
So an update on that, but okay.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-explosioning examination.
Oh yes, finally. And you
Kid.
know we're gonna get a guilty verdict just by listening to the prosecution.
Yeah, kid, you're not getting anything out of me. See, I'm a stalwart wall. You can't get anything, no matter how much you press me.
Yeah. I don't think.
Hold it!
So those weapons on the wall of the Fox chamber, I presume those are real? Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous?
And no matter what he collected, the elder man insisted it to be real, the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle.
What? That's got to be an old wives' tale.
Ha ha ha! The other man had pure, unadulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. We've lost the real champion of justice in his death.
How much hair does he have?
Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me.
Well, we mentioned claptrap, so time to do borrowed spot, right?
Now stop your bleeding, and tell us about the weapon.
Your wish is my command.
It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prince could be easily wiped off.
You do have a point there.
I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prince because he could not.
What do you mean?
Just think about it, kid.
Looks like he wants you to figure it out well. Don't you stand there. Show him who's boss. Totally lost. So why don't you just tell me the answer already? I think he saw that plea for help.
You feeling alright, kid? Running a fever, perhaps?
I wish Shrouds came with a reset button.
Specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright.
Damn.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee?
Bingo! We found traces of sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup.
And that is why he was out cold. That is until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor.
What awful way to wake up.
A rather stimulating eye-opener, if you ask me. I too would have risen to attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way. Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but that hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please! Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court.
Says the jester in the detective's guise.
Moving right along.
So the old man was drugged because he was really strong?
Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor like musculature. I admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Ha ha ha!
Well, he did look pretty tough, even in that suit he had on.
Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you.
Yellow belly. Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the color is all wrong too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato?
She's getting offended because it's yellow and she wears yellow.
Uh-huh. I move to strike both of your comments from the record.
Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here. Now, let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled.
Yes, well, the average person would likely have died on the spot.
Did he really have attacked the attacker after being impaled with that huge spear?
Absolutely! After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged, and then Spear was answered with a righteous counterattack.
But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman?
Absolutely. And after all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice.
Man, these guys really believe in that, don't they?
Yeah, man. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need.
Objection!
You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about a real life here.
Setting aside the half-wits flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court-ordered post-mortem concluded the victim moved after his curing.
So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh? Detective, who write this to my son's all airtight? No wonder he's so confident. No, he only thinks it's all airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the older man fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked.
Nothing too obvious, actually, I'm not gonna lie. So the fingerprints were not discussed properly, that's one thing, and then a sudden jolt of pain. The sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed the statue and struck back. Can we look at the statue? I'm more concerned. Yeah. So, if he used the statue to attack, then there's no fingerprints, right? That's like the only logical thing here that I can come up with.
Probably. I mean, first of all, Apollo was also like saying like this statement is the most pokeable statement. You know?
Yeah.
Everything else was just a freaking gag for the most part, and. Yeah, I mean, probably.
Oh.
Did the alderman really strike the mayor?
What? Now you're questioning my sense of justice?
Yes.
You just did not, yeah.
Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory.
Apparently the defense has a counter-argument. Well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective statue theory.
QB fought unarmed. It's not broken. There's no fingerprints. I mean, yeah. You know what to pick, I guess.
It's not.
I mean, it looks sturdy enough to be intact, so.
It's like this is like it's nothing broken about it. It's just bloody. And unharmed, it makes no fucking sense.
Unarmed.
There are no fingerprints on the supposed crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes, I believe he's quite
That's the judge.
Yes, I believe he's quite gloveless indeed.
If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you?
Ah! This can't be happening! Did I arrest the wrong man?
Oh, yeah. You can hand over your badge now. You know, you can. It's over. Man, he's not even wearing socks. I saw that. He's not even wearing socks on those shoes. He went barefoot outside.
That's crazy.
You did it, Apollo! You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse! Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't Alderman? Well, if it wasn't the Alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. Wow, brilliant abduction!
Yeah.
You mean there was a third party there in the Fox? Exactly, and this could be the big break we've been looking for.
There seems to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion?
No.
Unamused, yes. The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive.
Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono.
Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks.
It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship.
This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell.
There's a perfectly good explanation for what the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall the blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's.
So, what are you getting at?
Own your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion.
Let's see, how was that cloth used? Was it used,
By QB as a head covering to wipe up blood to wrap the statue. Oh. If he wrapped the statue, that means there could not be any.
The first one is just nonsense.
Wrap the statue. Yeah, I could see that.
Wiping it clean, I mean, that's a lot to freaking wipe, man.
I think the problem is the fact that he could not wipe it while he's impaled, right?
What's there to wipe? And look at this. How do you even properly wipe this?
I mean, you can still wipe it. That's not the problem, though.
I mean, like blood being that easily wipeable is.
It's not the blood. We're talking about the fingerprints, not the blood.
Oh. But that's the second statement. Is what I'm saying, to wipe up the blood. That's what I'm just talking about, the second statement.
Oh,
You can't even
to
do
wipe
that.
up blood. I mean, yeah, that seems redundant in that case.
Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor.
Precisely. Bully for you, boy.
That was an odd thing. Paul, don't let him start manipulating you too. You just closed the hole for the prosecution. I did? Yeah. Shit.
Right. That a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in our theory of the older man striking back.
Oops. Oops! Mega oops. The statue gets updated like 3 times already. Crazy.
Now you see how dull your mind is?
I'll make sure to sharpen it next time.
Okay.
I particularly find A particularly frightened inmate once told me that.
Fighting.
He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore. A samurai? Sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time.
Wait, so the inmate was murdering a samurai? Murdering samurai?
A murdering samurai, yeah.
Can't tell with you, man.
It seemed that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all.
I was kind of attached to that hole. Now what? Oh, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Why didn't I think of that? Anybody could have not left prints on it.
Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please, illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady.
There's only one answer. The real killer. Yay.
Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence do you have?
Well, I'll give you evidence, all right. Tina, are you sure about this? Put on your words, Apollo. I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks, allegedly from a yokai, were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue.
Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that alderman?
Yeah, man. A bird. That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
No, Tina, you just lost what little credibility we had left. Ah! Sorry, guess I got carried away.
Mr. Justice, we have no time to deal with objections between members of the defense.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's just this kid's still, well, a kid.
Uh-huh.
Ouch! You meanie! I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright. Too late, he can already see this happen.
Yeah. So, it is the court to believe that the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it?
No, Your Honor, I believe they're fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman.
Interesting. Why do you suppose the killer would do that?
Yeah, why indeed? Yeah, exactly, why.
Mr. Justice, you seem as new as this as your partner is.
I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright.
This I'm
Again,
not-
he's seeing this. He's seeing all of this.
Yeah.
Boy, Fulbright, explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks.
What? You mean you can explain all that?
Ha ha ha! Our investigative prowess is without equal.
I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Very well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks.
Kid, you're about to see a scene you've never seen before in your life. Are you ready? You will not be able to press me ever again in this.
What do you mean press? You are talking about contradict you? Oh damn, you got me there!
Trust me, kid, you're in for a doozy. This entire case centers on the one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fear by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer.
Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears?
Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds.
Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the elder man was slain by a demon. The accused demon, Tenmataru, that is.
Tenma who?
Tenmataru, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are thought to fear the great black feathered demon. And thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold it!
Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there something else that could be considered a suspect?
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor, and as part of this event, there was someone dressed up in the likeness of Tenmataru. Obviously, this person is much more likely the suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
Dart, you're playing right into the killer's mind games.
What?
Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believed the murder to the work of the real Tenmataru. However, the police believe that the person in Tenmataru's suit is the killer.
Ah.
The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the elder man. And thus, our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Do you honestly believe Mayor Denma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
The evidence speaks for itself, Fulbright.
Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and a hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice.
But do the people of Ninetales Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime?
Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. Just so, a particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words from me. The innocent of heart are the easiest to prey. You don't say! Was this inmate a con artist? No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap.
Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey?
Yes, well... Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination.
I can't, like I said, you can't press me. I'm telling you, you ain't ready for this.
Oh yeah? Well... Get a load of this then, rats. Detective Fulbright, is the anti-merger movement really that strong?
What? You actually pressed me? Well, oh, absolutely. They parade around in yokai costumes shouting, Down with Mayor Tenma! And just the other day, they stormed Tenma City Hall, claiming it was all a den of vipers. But when the accused showed his face, the angry mob scattered like leaves upon the autumn wind. For you see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenmataro, the dark lord of their kind.
Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Denma or Denma Daro? I'm confused. I think he means Mayor Denma. It's easy to get the wrong impression about the guy.
Detective Fulbright, when do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act?
Hold it!
The amazing Ninetales. No one knows his true identity, right?
That's right. He was a lone wolf, or in other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. He appeared like a shooting star, defeating one Tenmataro wrestler after another. And before anyone knew it, he was a champion.
Like the samurai of yore, surrounded thick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tenma Town Pro Wrestling.
He was amazing. If I ever was a real superhero, it would be him. I dream of becoming a true champion of justice like him someday.
I bet Detective Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackwell.
Uh-huh.
A police detective and a prisoner in chains. You know, I think people will actually pay to see that. I know I would. I guess.
Interesting premise. Ha ha ha! So you do understand the greatness that is the amazing Ninetales.
Hold it!
Thank you. You still pressing me?
Yeah. So did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears?
Absolutely. It had an immediate effect. The presumed return of the dreaded Tenmataro has them shaking in their boots.
Oh my! Is it really that bad? This superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village.
Damn. Shout out to Jack.
The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus. I see. That's a very persuasive argument.
The mere thought of his honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher words makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now.
So you see, there can be only one reason why anyone would plant those feathers and tracks.
Guess what, Fulbright? I'm about to press you again.
What?
But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder?
What do you mean?
Claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QB?
Excellent point.
It is, isn't it? So your honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment.
You're saying it wasn't premeditated?
From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery.
Sorry, Discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that?
Alderman QB's secret identity.
Apollo, I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, how would it be a motive for a mayor to commit a murder? This is not good.
This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene.
Even you found that, didn't you?
It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the crime scene. Oh my! Well, why would it have been there? The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more? Oh! Could it really be? Your boldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex QB, was the amazing Ninetales. And the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder.
No!
Order! Order! What a shocking development! A motive clearer than crystal clear.
What do we do now, Apollo? I didn't think they tied the Alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder.
At last, we've reached my real point. Why did the Alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, your boldness? I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your boldness.
Alright, now take a look at this. Blackmail letter? If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetales with Tenma Town. This blackmail letter was found in the Alderman QB's pocket.
What?
At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital. And that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life.
Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Denmark go missing? Right after the Alderman's murder? You think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder? And planted it into the Alderman's pocket? It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened. Don't talk about being up the creek without a battle. Yay. It's looking great for us.
Yeah, it's looking pretty shit, not gonna lie. Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he had just left after planting the yokai things. He was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the amazing Ninetales.
So it was the amazing Ninetales counterattack that brought the entire crime to light.
Wait a second. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence, and that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that. Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony.
Ah, is that so, kid? Sure thing. Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping Alderman after planting the feathers and the tracks.
Hold it!
So let me get this straight. You believe the mayor planted the yokai evidence before the murder, not after?
Absolutely. And then he was knocked out cold by the Alderman's last punch. He wouldn't have had a chance to plant the evidence after that.
Something's not right here. Hard to believe that a stiff humorless man like the mayor could be behind such a stunt. We have to do something, Apollo, before they pin it all on the mayor. Then we are going to need to prove that Mayor Denma didn't plant that yokai stuff. How are we supposed to do that?
I mean, it's the last statement, right? So, yeah. After planting the feathers and tracks. Yeah, so what about the blood, huh? How you explain the blood tracks? It's real fucking something, ain't it? If it was before, then there would be no blood tracks, but there's blood tracks.
Right, so we're playing here.
Yeah, you can see the blood tracks right there, the bloody footsteps.
Your sense of justice is anything but fair.
What's this? You dare question my justice again? How could you?
Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Take a look at this photo.
This is a crime scene photo. And just what does this prove?
That's that the photographer person is absolutely good at making shots. That's what. It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted.
But I already told you, they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence, and then was knocked out while killing his victim.
That would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene.
I mean, this is like plain as day, dude.
There's some crazy stuff going on down here.
And you're just pointing at the yokai's feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice.
Yes, see how the feathers are on the top of the blood and the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only been resulted after the murder.
Then the mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the elder man.
But you said it yourself, the mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the other man at the crime scene.
Ah! There must be some mistake. Order! Order! Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you?
Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness testimony for you.
You do? But how? Was my vaunted sense of justice really just half-baked?
He's taking this really hard.
Mr. Justice, what is this testimony regarding the third party that you claim to have?
I have it right here, Your Honor. It's sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma Salar. The witness Jinxie Tenma saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He's the source of those feathers and tracks. You gotta love when everyone's taunting at you. Yep. Just everyone. Will somebody please say something?
The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means. Explain it in plain words, Mr. Justice. I want you to say it exactly how you think it is.
I mean,
You dare to mock this court and justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy!
Your boldness, it appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion.
Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court. What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out.
Well, Mr. Justice, I'm all ears, but you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about?
It's all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Denmataro after she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around the corner in the hall and it was around here. That she saw Taro fleeing towards the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind intentionally or otherwise.
What?
How incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard about this before? The defense just proved there wasn't someone else. So was it all set up? The prosecutor is a convicted felon after all?
I like how that last person was concerned about the prosecutor. Literally, it's like, what? The prosecutor is a convicted felon after all, like, what the hell? Apollo, the momentum has shifted in our favor. Good, now let's keep it that way.
Objection!
Alright, so anyway.
Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken.
My sword. I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim?
Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled toward the foyer, that fool and that fop will have seen him.
Yes. And those two decided to be silent about it. Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle. Now that you mention it.
Both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at that time. But they haven't stated what they saw, that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai? That yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination.
Why didn't those two see the Denmataro impersonator pass by? Why don't we ask them ourselves? I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call the Mr. Phineas Filch caretaker QE Manor to the stand. I just know he must have seen something.
I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. I trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby.
Keck.
I knew that Tanuki was a rare find. But then we captured him. I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will.
Did he just say captured? No, wait, I don't want to know.
Very well then, bailiff, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand.
Hey guys, what's up?
Will the witness state his name and occupation, please?
My name's Filch, Vanius Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. Just a little something I thought you might like.
He didn't swipe those same shoes again, did he?
They look the same.
Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch.
Ah, it's those shoes again. Really?
Fuck's sake.
Really? Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright? Don't tell me Phil stole them again.
They're all yours, your honorship, sir.
Huh? They seem awfully expensive.
Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your honorship.
The kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts.
Ah, ethics schmetics. Just take them if you want them. Polish them real nice for you, too.
Yeah, sure you did.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The guard would like to hear whether you saw Tenmataro in the foyer after the murder.
Okay, let's see. Right, okay. Okay, yeah.
So he's just okay and right and okay, yeah. Wherever he looks at, right? Yeah.
At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary. No, sire. Oh, I guess it's no siree.
Yes.
That yokai you keep jabbering on about was but a phantom of a little girl's dreams.
So you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Tenmataro?
Yep. Was guarding the whole time. And that's the truth. The holy truth. And nothing but the truth. And Tamataru? Bah! You don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do ya? I certainly don't. Oh. Oh. Oh.
My hand seems to be having breathing problems. I don't know why. My wrist specifically.
Oh, look, more animation.
Like, oh, damn. Oh man, my blood pressure's being cut off to my hand right about now.
Mr. Justice, what's going on with your hand? Looking a bit tense there. Well,
Oh, nothing, Judge. I just felt some bullshit. Let me just. Something the matter, Apollo? My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm. Really? So you think Mr. Danuki, Filch, has been lying to us? I wouldn't rule it out. I can only zero in and tell some sort of nervous habits.
did someone say so?
Oh, wow. Bird!
What the fuck did that thing call? What in the... What's a hawk doing in here?
Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. Seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made it his new home, in fact.
He doesn't live with you, you know, in jail. Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird?
Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud. And that queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard.
This isn't some sort of trick or... I won't be able to spot a squat like this.
Oh, what the heck's going on around here? Run for the hills! No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom.
Bruh.
I mean... For a bird's talons to be attached to a bald head like that, unless he's actually standing on the chair behind... Nice.
Oh, somebody help! Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when truly famished. In that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, we're going to show you your feathered friend is properly fed.
Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way. Well, be fine, I think. If there was someone dressed as Denmark out there, Phils would have seen him. We'll just have to put our faith in Jinx's statement for now.
Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Now.
Nine more.
So that bird basically stopped my hand from tingling.
Yep.
Nice! Countered by a fucking bird!
It's always the fucking birds, man.
Hold it! Mr. Phil, why did Alderman Dewey have you handle guard duty?
Guess he trusts me. I'm the man that's caretaker, after all.
So you took said guard duty, seriously?
Hey, let me tell you something about me. I'm...
Listen here, you little tanuki. Get straight to the point and be quick about it. The court wishes to hear what you did or didn't see in the foyer, and not else.
Yes, sir. Yes, of course, sir. Right away, sir.
Blackwell's got him completely under his thumb.
Like I said, I was guarding the foyer entrance that day.
Hold it! So no one could get to him. Sounds like security was pretty tight.
That's because there's always lots of sneaks and thieves around festival time.
And the solution was to entrust the manner of security to a thief? That's not even funny. Maybe it's a matter of stopping thieves by hiring one. After all, it takes a one to know one. I don't know. It seems more like letting the fox guard the hen house to me. I mean, yeah.
So this witness testifies that he took his guard duty seriously?
Yes, sir. Your honorship, sir.
Hold it! Did you really keep an eye on the foyer the entire time?
Paul Filchy. Been working hard my whole life. Only to be smeared by some greenhorn in his fancy schmancy shoot and silly haircut. No, sorry, Mr. Blackwell, sir. Didn't mean to get off subject here.
Jeez, Blackwell didn't even say anything.
To answer your question, sir, yes, I kept an eye. No, both of them, in fact, on the foyer.
Hold it! To describe the court to the court who you consider fishy looking.
Someone all fidgety and shifty like. You know,
Like they're about to steal something?
He just describes himself. I wonder why Mr. Fields didn't see Den Mataro. Maybe he thinks she only thinks she saw Den Mataro, or maybe Mr. Filch is lying. And if he's lying, we might be able to spot a contradiction in his testimony.
Must be the last line, but
The last line was pretty much probably
no.
a priesthood line. Probably.
I see nothing out of the ordinary. No, sorry.
However, since we can't do that line.
Wait, hold on. Keep good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m. Did it?
My only contradiction to this dumbass right here is because he was also distracted by the TV, so.
That is true.
Maybe there's a timer on it somewhere. 3. Yeah, exactly 3, so. Yeah, no, this guy was distracted. Fuck that. Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch.
Hey, it ain't right to bushwhack a fella like that.
Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that the time of you'll see that the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled, something you'd never miss.
I didn't watch that one, no siree. I was doing my job, just like I was supposed to.
This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right?
Yames!
Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said it, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster."
Yeah.
So, do you admit to slacking off?
You can't trick me with your Rudy Poo lawyer talk. I'm one of them professional types too. I can double duty watching TV and fire at the same time.
The only thing Phil can claim to be a professional of is professional thief.
Mr. Justice, you have this court believe the witness was slacking off?
That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time, but that's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
Bold, you say? Careful what words you're using there, boy. I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice.
I'm glad it's okay that the prosecutor even called the bald word, but not me. Huh?
Yeah.
And in that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV and the fire simultaneously. Now prove it.
Wait, was this cause of death? Stabbed with a spear around 3:20. The victim had been struck. Okay. There's another time there as well, but...
Yeah, but that's a bit later.
Claim that Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV and the four simultaneously. No, prove it.
I can only think of this thing, but
Oh, yeah, okay, so he couldn't have... Oh, I see the problem. Because the TV is on the left side, and he would have to look on the right side at the foyer. So he couldn't.
I can only think of this thing. Nothing else makes sense here.
Take that!
Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Phil has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it will be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Oh, yes. Someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly, and that means, Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim.
Yeah, the backside of the cat! I mean, other way around! Dude, how short is this guy?
Yeah.
Order! 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 Now, Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch less than stellar? Work ethics relevant to this case?
Very relevant because he was slacking off watching TV. There really could have been a Den Mataro impersonator in the foyer.
Objection!
Objection!
Now, what now?
Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered.
What are you talking about?
Not the camera.
This.
Ugh.
Auditory sense.
Oh, so why he could have heard him?
I mean, if it,
Also, he said sense again.
if he's just busy freaking listening to the fucking TV, so I mean, whatever.
His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki?
And they were. They were? Yeah, they were. Yeah, I mean, yes, they were.
Yeah, focus on the TV.
Yeah,
But you already
obviously.
admitted to slack. But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you wouldn't.
My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer.
Uh-huh.
You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky, squeaky when someone walks on them.
Uh-huh.
Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon.
Uh-huh. So you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by?
Yep, my ears were working full time. So who's lying now? You know, good shyster.
Uh-huh. A lying thief calling me a shister, and this has to be a low point of my fledgling career.
Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Blackwell. So, yeah, you really are something else. I mean, you're not missing a thing. And them bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine.
So those are literally like eye bags, and it's like, is that what that's what you're telling me what those are on the prosecutor's face?
I guess.
He's not even here, is he?
Jesus. I mean,
Those are the
I mean, he has
bags.
some, and then he has those lines.
I don't know what those lines are, but seriously, those are.
Right, okay, give me a second. I need to run to the bathroom. Give me like a break.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna BRB.
Yeah, quick bathroom break.
You back with him?
I'm back now.
I don't know.
We're all ready now? Ah,
I
yes.
don't know. How do we-
Le Bel. Le Bleu.
No, we just have this JoJo character here. It's just the cousin of Valentine.
I was thinking of Valentine actually when I first saw this guy.
It's a 50-year-old thief, man.
God damn.
All he is. Professional crook. Is this guy like the youngest here, except for her? And this as well. No, these two.
No, what about Blackwell? 28.
Yeah, like he's like the youngest adult person here. Like I don't got this. This is 18, sure, but I mean, aside from these three, he's literally the youngest guy here. So,
Phoenix is what, 30 something?
34.
34, damn. Yeah, I already read that song. Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki.
Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Please don't eat me, Mr. Takasu!
The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks.
That's a great penalty, I guess.
And with that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly.
That's true. I was watching the pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been sucking all, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there weren't no Tenmataro in the foyer.
Superstitious is the religion of feeble minds. Understand? A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense. For lacking that, our entire world would be put upside down.
Says the convict prosecutor who is totally a sign of the end times for the legal world.
And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd nab them and sell them to the zoo.
Uh-huh. I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things. That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns. But if we can't prove she saw Denmotaro, then maybe the mayor is sure to be convicted. Then we better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs. Yes. They shall.
Let me cross-examine the witness.
Hold it!
You are paid for your work, aren't you? So how do you justify watching TV on the job?
But it ain't easy being me. I mean, I can't watch TV when we have visitors, and there's no way to record stuff.
Sorry, am I supposed to be consoling you over your first world problems? If those are his only problems, he should consider himself lucky. I guess pro wrestling is serious business to Mr. Filch.
Hold it!
You lied earlier about taking your guard duty seriously, didn't you?
No, that ain't no harm in bending the truth a little, right?
Listen to me, you little tanuki. Lie again, and Taka shall feast upon that forked tongue of yours.
Yipes! Sorry, just let me keep my tongue.
At least leave it until we get the truth out of him. In any case.
You were negligent in your duties, were you not?
Yes, sir. I was, sir. But it ain't like that.
Hold it!
So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch.
As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Yamataro makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jiggly jangle.
Yes, and the Jinky Chankle is what she heard as well. Except for you somehow, Mr. Overtime Ears.
That's crazy he said that.
Chinkle Chankle, how does he do that?
It's the stuff of his.
Yeah, And you're confirming the staff as well. Thanks, man.
As for Jingle Jangles,
What's he talking about, Apollo? You should know. Beats me, but what do you mean beats me? Anyway, I guess then Motaro has a staff that makes noise. Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that too? Wow, now you remember. Thanks. She said that she saw the Motaro holding a staff-like object that made a jangly sound. I guess that's the source of the noise then.
No, Mr. Justice. Mr. Felch says Tenmataro jingle jangles. Would you consider that vital information?
I mean,
Yeah.
you're a bra, Josh. You're just a bra. Anyway, going in there. Extremely vital. I suggest that we add it to the testimony.
if Demataro was to pass by, his staff would have gone jingle jangle.
Hold it!
So then Mataro's staff makes a distinctive sound.
Yep, like a jingle and a jangle.
Wait, Jinxie said something like that. Something about Demataro making a jangly sound. I think we're missing something here, but I can't quite put a finger on it. Perhaps I should take a look at the court record again. Yes.
Well, we can press this last one, and I already know what the evidence should be for that previous one.
Please tell the court what did Jinxie see if it was not Demataro.
He's always going on about seeing these yokai or that. Just an active imagination, I reckon. She won't even come near me because she thinks I'm some sort of tanuki monster.
Can't say I blame her. So, Mr. Filch, you think you chalk it up to child's active imagination?
Yep. No Demataro or anyone else got in or out. Kilby Manor in my watch.
Well, what could this mean? Do you think Jinxie was just seeing things? Well, if that's the case, the details she provided were pretty impressive. But if we were to continue believing Jinxie's statement, we'll have to uncover Filch's lie. Right, or find out why he can't tell the truth. Yes. Yingles and jangles and smangles and what's this? Soaring through the air,
Oh, we don't have that piece of evidence. Where is it? I thought. Is it not? Oh yeah, I do see it, but it is.
Very stuffy. Where do be stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
There is a staff, but not here. Where is stuff?
Objection!
Demataro staff would make a jangly sound, yes sir? Well, I'm going to say that your story doesn't add up.
And there's something the defense would like to share with the court.
Mr. Filch, you say you didn't see Demataro on the day of the incident. Why then did you assume just now that Taro would be holding a staff?
Huh?
You see, the Taro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands, and she described its sound just like you did, as a kind of jangly sound.
Yeah? So he was holding a staff. What's your point?
Objection!
The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff, not normally.
What are you saying? What are you talking about?
You see, this is the only known document depicting the Taro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
You're right. There's no staff. Not even a cane. Or a walking stick.
Yeah.
So the question is, where does the witness think Telmataru uses a staff?
I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
Well, now, this is getting interesting. Alright, Mr. Justice. It's time to show the court where you're going with this.
I'm glad I always have to show him.
Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Telmataru carries a staff.
Oh, the scroll is wrong, you sir.
Filch is a scatterbrain. What?
If I could just save state right now and just click that. There's no save state. Oh well. Mr. Phillips actually saw Telmataru right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff.
Busted again! Bloody hell, you.
I couldn't read that.
Damn man, you got stabbed by my imaginary sword.
You duplicitous little.
Yeah, how'd that feel, huh? My spiky hair stabbed you. Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Telmataru that day, didn't you? Well?
I'm begging you! Please don't make me say it!
But clearly you did see Telmataru. Stop stalling and testify to the fact.
No, you... No, can't do! No way! No how! You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be!
He? Mr. Filch is still on the myth of seeing Telmataru, even though everyone knows he did. Question now is why. Mr. Filch is scared to death. Is that why he can't admit the truth? Come to think of it.
Oh yeah.
They say you must not gaze upon Telmataru, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Telmataru will claim your soul.
Nice. He still kind of admitted that he saw it.
Basic, man.
She would admit to seeing Telmataru after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Telmataru, he'd claim her soul. Wait, you think Filch believes that too?
So Mr. Big Time, city's like a lawyer, has heard about him. Them old village superstitions.
Would the defense please explain what the witness is talking about?
The people of Ninetales believe some pretty strange things, and their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see the Taro there.
That's straight, that's why! It's all right here!
Village superstition. Bruh.
Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul.
So what does it say? Village superstitions. Do not gaze upon Telmataru. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring the superstition will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Bruh, freeing him will bring ruin upon the village.
Let's be honest, all these rules have already been broken a long time ago. Multiple times.
See, that's why us folks in Ninetales can't talk about seeing Telmataru.
Great.
Wow, crazy. That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Temataro costume. He knew that that way no one could talk about him, so it was as if he never existed. The defense holds that this Temataro impersonator is the true killer.
What?
Objection!
Objection. Superstitions, you say? What kind of fool would actually believe such rubbish?
Man, if this guy said that out loud, you can imagine the backlash on the internet. Man, I swear to God.
Using some silly fairy tale could
Wait, what? And would that using some silly fairy tale? Well, weird way to word things.
And would that using some silly fairy tale could so easily expose the culprit?
I wonder if there's supposed to be a pause there or not, honestly. The way that sentence just cuts off at the fairy tale.
It's really weird. Could be a mistranslation.
You need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Objection!
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger and dark sleepless nights. There is no lack of superstition in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetales Vale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer. Yeah, stabbed again. Twice.
Order, I say! You fool of a tanuki. 2 times now. Your lies have cost me.
Sorry. I promise not to do it again.
Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him.
Yeah, he's gonna eat me alive. Head for the hills.
Bruh!
Ah, he took off.
Bayleaf, what are you waiting for? After him, and with your fastest men.
That's certainly not something you see every day.
Actually, it's the second time we've seen it. First it was a magician, now it was this guy.
Well, you would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as the yokai Tenmai Taro was at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Just recording.
Whoa!
Uh-oh. What?
No!
He's shackled. I mean, he was just recovering from the flesh wound, you know. I'm too young to die!
Justice, Dona. Long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers. Eek! Detective, do something!
Have no fear, Fulbright is here. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
Objection!
They get going already before he kills us.
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackwell, for it is his sense of justice that set him free.
Objection! Objection! I object to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice!
Yeah, totally.
What a scene.
Silence.
I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
It's comedy that he said silence, though. Not a common, stop word here.
Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, can I ask you to,
I think the judge forgot he's in charge here.
So, Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenma Taro is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Right. And that yokai, or rather, whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman.
Silence.
Silence!
That's it, true, you got me.
Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber?
What? He's right. She says nothing about Tenma being in the Fox Chamber.
Let me enlighten you. The little scam heard a darling scream right before she opened the chamber door.
And your point is?
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewered murder victim, the Elder Man. And the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor.
No, there must have been someone dressed up like Tenma. Man, what's up with that mouth, though? I never questioned it. Why is the mouth or upper lip going like that?
I mean, it was in the first game. It was in the first game as well.
It's like, what is happening?
Funny animation.
Then, why does that little scamp claim not to have seen a yokai in the Fox Chamber? Considering her father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room.
I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tenma Taro inside the Fox Chamber?
There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last, it all shall be sated.
Wait, this is still a trial, right?
Show me what you're truly capable of, Justice Dono. Well then, both parties no doubt need some time to regroup. So Gore will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
Reshackle this guy.
No! 3 minutes. I'm sorry, but a 3-minute recess? Just so, plenty of time. If your destination of intent is to the loo. The loo? You mean the bathroom?
Sheesh. At least include enough time to wash our hands.
See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished. Yeah, yes, sir. I will declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins.
Battle begins. I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says. Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor is running the show, does it?
What a guy, right?
He seems to have gotten a bit mad at me for stabbing him twice, but so, what can I say?
Yes.
He puts it out of his shackles. Yeah, what was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to. Oh, make it out of sea prism stone. Easy shit. It'll work.
I mean, you probably use hockey.
Gotta be careful, Apollo. You really brought out the samurai in him. I thought that was already out. Especially after you proved there was a Denmataro impersonator at the manor. What's with that guy and the whole samurai act anyway?
Oh shit, shit. I wasn't ready for him. Give me a sec. How does this guy sound again? Really growly.
Such fine swordsmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel.
No, wait, let's save dueling until we prove you're innocent.
I suppose I could wait till later.
Man, this guy is always like, I'm gonna do this right fucking now, no matter the circumstance. Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? But yeah, I'm gonna go wash up. I bet this conversation already took 3 minutes. It's
Probably.
fucked. Remember what Blacker said about don't be late.
Nice.
I feel like nothing came out of this 3 minute nonsense.
Now then, I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, a maid at Cubic Manor. I believe we can now proceed now. If the witness is ready, that is.
Bruh.
Oh, dude, you can see her face on the.
I know, that's the only thing I was looking at, so I'm like, bro.
Dude, that's so fucking crazy. Nora Niri Hyun, leader of the 100 demons. He really does exist.
Bro. Oh, that is one well-polished tray. It just looks like a mirror, that's fine.
The witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony will be inadmissible. What is this, my child?
Be gone, Nora Hyun, leader of the 100 demons.
Ho ho ho! You think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as the judicial monster of sorts.
Oh, please.
The beast of the bar, the demon of due process, if you will.
Eek. My charm has no effect.
The demon of due process? Not sure I can see that one.
No, you little scamp.
Yes.
I trust you know why you're here.
Bags.
Bags. Ah, that tricksy Tanuki. try the noodle stand. And go enjoy a bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it.
Everyone's a comedian.
No. I meant your bags. The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping.
I mean, I feel like everyone's having bags here. Even she has something going on there.
Yeah.
Like, was there more back people here? That's just made up. So no, just these people.
I mean, the other guy, the thief guy. And this guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was referring to him anyway.
And maybe the mayor as well. The mayor. Maybe, kind of, I don't know.
Hard to tell from that. So it's like just these three for the most part.
Definitely. Here, this charm will keep Azukiarai away.
Nazukiarai, the yokai that washes Suzuki beans. The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
Azukiarai often keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. But if you stick his charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore.
What mindset must you be to believe in this? It's kind of.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
So the problem is with this type of a claim, there's no there's no like provable fact to prove this whatsoever.
Yeah, man.
At all. Looks like Prosecutor Blackwell got more than he bargained for. They're bad enough alone, but together those two are just plain creepy.
Your testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma. Specifically, whether or not you saw Tenma Taro when you discovered the crime scene.
Man, as soon as I start pressing this woman, I'm gonna get slapped by fucking papers.
Did I see Tenmataro in the fox chamber? Well, when I opened the door, sure, I saw, yes, now I remember. Yokai, right there in that room. Wait, she did see it?
Huh. When that happened. So there was a yokai at the scene of... When did this happen?
Maybe she's imagining it.
These freaking people just gave me half-assed fucking information.
Lots of them.
Wait, more than one yokai? Did the Tenmataro happen to be among them?
I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is the room was swimming in yokai. Oh, she's talking about the little statues.
Statues or not, if you're gonna talk like this, you're giving no credibility to your fucking talk.
Kasha, Nurikabe, Seto, Taisho, Hik. They were all there.
This is what happens if you leave under the rock for too long.
This is an unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to a full of them.
Yeah, and then in this very courtroom, there's like, what, 3 to 4 demons?
This is ludicrous. You'll have this court listen to this delusional little scamp's testimony.
Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear, but a quick therapy session should ease her mind. With the court's permission, of course.
What a fabulous idea. Please proceed, Miss Sykes.
Sure you know what you're doing, you know? She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering that crime scene. And fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. A regular pall of confusion. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help. To finally get to retouch upon that thing again. There's been no superstitions in this whole game for a while.
Any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed? Makes no difference to me. Do as you will, but I doubt we shall get any viable testimony. She'd be better served by bearing witness to the sword skills I forged in a distant land.
Yes, it's just easier if I just take out my sword and be like... so much easier. Huh, I'll show you. Yeah, he's smiling.
Yes.
Smiley face.
Yes, initiate cheating.
No, I'm hacking the emotional mind.
No. Oh, I missed this. Alright,
Here we go again then.
wait. Did I see Tenmataro in the fox chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw. Now I remember. Ah, yes. Fucking wild imagination. Yokai, they're in that room.
Out of all of this absolute fucking nonsense, the cat on the fire wheel is another Neo enemy. That's a specific boss. Just under-exaggerated in details. As for the rest, I got no comment. What the fuck? This is...
Nurukabe, you know what? I think that's the wall yokai, or from Neo.
That could be. I don't deny anything. I mean, that blue imp is also just one of those.
Yeah. I just go see that square on the left. That's the wall. That's actually the wall from Neo. Technically, that's the same yokai.
No. Oh.
You forgot to read the.
I found something. It looks like an out of control emotion. I read her lines three times in my head, so I kind of forgot I didn't say it out loud. Let's see, what exactly are we looking at? Oh, this is one of the witch's functions. Right here you can see images and emotions extracted from the witness's work. Whoa, you mean that little thing can do all this?
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I thought I was just some... It was just some kid's toy. Unfortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow error right now. See how sad is brightly lit here at the bottom left. She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, which means it makes her other emotions masks other emotions. The sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess. There's nothing terrifying about this! At best, a cat might look terrifying, which again, there's a sort of Neo boss that I know of. That's about it. In a cartoony fashion. So all these yokai she thinks that she saw are a product of rampant emotion. Yes, that's right here. Her fear has installed in her all hallucinations and false memories. She's seeing almost everyday objects as monsters in her mind. It's a form of schizophrenic
hallucination.
Brought off by emotional trauma. And the trauma in Jinx's case is fear. so she was still, she was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai. Damn, what does my bracelet look like? I'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I treat it. Now, let's see. Oh, can you point out the yokai on the Wheel of Fire? She seems particularly terrified of that one. How do you know? Stop by pressing probe. Yes, next point of what's causing change out of control and motion. Finally, hit the probe again and try to get the heart of the matter. Okay, let's give this a freaking try. Let me just click on this imaginary cat. This, yeah.
Oh shit!
So what I got here? Wall monster. Great.
Murikabe.
Just with random imps around it was this thing. Cup. That tells me nothing.
We actually know what that is. We've seen that in the investigation.
And this, I mean, I know what it is. It just tells me nothing in terms of like what type of yokai is this referencing. Raccoon dog.
Well.
Does he have a fucking pan for a tail?
Like,
Yeah,
I
anyway.
don't know.
Cat monster on Wheel of Fire.
Got it!
Shinji, what's the name of that yokai on the Wheel of Fire? Oh, how are we even seeing these goddamn things? God.
That's Akasha, a yokai that steals the bodies of the recently deceased. I bet it came to steal the older man's.
It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation. Exactly, it's a form of hallucination where the patient can't see things for what they are. There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaking for Akasha. I thought we need to point out that what she thought was a yokai on the Wheel of Fire. I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't the Akasha you saw.
Bro, I mean, such right fucking there, bro.
Could you have also been mistaken this for the Gash?
The fucking lantern.
It's just a lamp, man.
Or the, not lantern, the chandelier, I guess.
Kind of a chandelier, it's still a lamp. Anyway, so here's the cups we have. Where's the wall? Is this the wall?
It could be that. Could be the main gate in front there, but probably that one.
That's for a dog.
The dog?
These things?
No, I think it's something else. You know, there was like that broken thing next to the door. I think it was that thing.
Well, no, we can't see that. So anyway,
The light fixture.
this one right here, it has a flame design and it's up there on the ceiling. That was never a yokai on a Wheel of Fire. The Akasha you saw was just a light fixture.
Eek.
Do I have to point out everything?
Maybe.
Oh, god damn it. Anyway. That one memory back to normal, nice job. Now that you've got the hang of it, it should be for you to get the rest. Jinxie, what about this white wall-like monster?
That's Norikabe. It's a wall monster that blocks your way or leads you astray.
That's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen. Ah, it's gonna do it for me. Great, thanks.
Okay. Eek.
And this raccoon dog isn't the Tanuki monster. It's just a statue of one.
Eek.
And look, these are just coffee cups. And this right here is nothing more than a fox statue.
Eek. Eek. I don't know what I was thinking.
Damn, the plate fixed itself. Look at it, Apollo. Her extreme fear is under control now.
It was all just my eyes playing tricks on me. They were the yokai after all.
Hey, I feel like a statement. That's the power of my psychology and your intuition.
it's just logic.
Fuck. Yeah, fuck it. And just like we thought, there were never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
No.
Right. There never really were any yokai there.
Okay, thanks, Athena. Thanks. That makes sure that Taro was never in there. Thanks. Well, that helps.
So, the defense is asserting the exact opposite of their original assertion.
Wait, Jinxie, what about Tenma Taro?
There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Tenmataro or any other yokai either.
Yay! So in other words, there was no one in there.
I guess we're screwed, man.
Thanks, Tina. You really helped us with this one. We almost had a bullshit way out of this.
I remember it clearly now.
You cannot be joking.
Athena, you just ruined everything.
Order! Order in the court!
I think we just dug our own grave.
Allow me to push you into it. Push you on it. It's the least I could do.
No! Paul, can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise. It's an unexpected emotion. Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet? Exactly, we should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the new information we have on the run-on update. Yeah, this one better help, or else we're fucked.
A shock. Lots of sad and lots of shock.
Yeah, you're sad and surprised about that. That's just nice, very nice. Good for you.
Okay, that's
Enter
not
the
new.
room. Yeah. Okay, she's always having the same emotion at all times.
Wait,
so-
hold on, that's new. My legs.
Let's just start from normal.
Did I see Tenmataro in the Fox Chamber? I was so scared when I entered the room. My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. There, in the Fox Chamber, I saw, sure, the powder man dead on a table, and Papa collapsed in a chair. Nobody else was there, and that includes Tenmataro.
Wait, what am I supposed to do? Try and find the emotion that contradicts her statements. So if I find contrary emotion, I should point it out. That's right, but it's not just contradictory emotions you should look for. You should also keep an eye out for sudden changes in the emotion intensity. Her emotions might get stronger or weaker as you move from statement to statement. It's important to compare how the same emotion changes throughout the testimony. Other emotions and changes in intensity. Okay, I'll hear the chart. You're just afraid and surprised at all times. Like,
Yeah, but one changes.
oh yeah, here it gets more like intense. Now the shock just kind of freaking fear just goes away, comes back again. This just seems to be a stable type of situation. Same for that. Yeah, they both seem to be the same.
Is it?
They look the same, don't they?
But there's less sad here.
Here, though, it's literally a clear difference. And this one obviously has a clear difference on the first one. So. The question is, what am I looking for exactly?
Maybe this? Maybe.
My legs came out and I fell to the floor.
Maybe not.
Yeah. This one has the biggest issue for me, I think, because huh?
I was so scared when I entered the room.
This one looks troublesome me because if your legs did that and you fell on the floor, then why are you suddenly, shifting that emotion? This.
Yeah, there's more shock than sad, so.
And his last statement, he seems to be less shocked now because of there's no freaking yokai in here. But anyway, it's, I feel like something here.
It's either the lack of sadness or too much shock.
I think the shock is fine because, that is a shocking scenario. It's like, oh, I fell, my legs gave out.
Yeah.
But suddenly you're just not, whatever this is, sadness.
Yeah.
Got it!
The amount of fear you felt is rather low, despite your leg. Okay, so it's not sadness; it's just fear.
Mm.
So yeah, that makes sense. Like, calling it sadness didn't make sense. Despite your legs having given out from flight, could something have lessened your fear?
Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at that moment.
You did? Where did it come from?
Let me think. Oh, it was Mama.
Mama.
I suddenly felt as if she was there with me.
Okay, I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Now let's see. Ah, look. Nice.
Nice. Brave.
That's it. That's it.
She's just brave now.
Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything now. Bye-bye.
Nice.
Sudden burst of courage. Now where could that have been come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage?
Yes, there was. But I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later.
Any idea what could have given Jinxie that courage? Well, there's one piece of evidence that comes to mind. I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime. Jinxie, did your sudden burst of courage have anything to do with... okay, that's something.
Oh! Yeah, I think I know what it is.
Probably this thing, because it says right there.
Yeah,
in its
literally.
name. Otherwise, I'll be like, what? So, did you happen to see a nine-tails flower there at the scene, did you?
The demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you.
Why are you trying to hide stuff in a courtroom?
I found a small case with a picture of Ninetales flower on it. I liked it so much I kept it.
Okay. You what? You can't remove evidence from the crime scene.
That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no. No. No witness will produce said evidence to this instant.
Sorry.
Does seem to be some sort of case. No. Look. Something slid out. Appears to be a key. Have a look, with your boldness. This is none other than the master key to QB Manor. Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackwell? It matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder.
Ah, master key that went missing. Why don't I like the sound of that?
Our little scamp here has stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
Heed these words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the Fox Chamber has been in this little scamp's constant possession. Ergo, she was the sole person who could use it before, during, and after the murder. Which leaves the master key as the only other key that could have opened the chamber. But this master key was found in a room that had been locked by this girl.
And your point is?
Until Jinxie Tenma opened the chamber, the Fox Chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world. And there was no one else in there save the victim and his killer. I trust you have figured it out for yourself by now. A killer other than Mayor Tenma himself would be utterly inconceivable.
No!
Objection!
How could this happen? And that's it. that's all you're gonna object with?
The defense's assistant refrained from growling out of frustration.
Tina, are you alright? I know, Major Denmark innocent, but there's nothing we can do. Why'd you object?
This sucks.
Sykes, Donna. Allow me to put you out of your misery.
Can I decline your offer?
Abandon your client and your misplaced faith in him. Let the relief of clear head and a clean conscience come rushing in. That will make the inevitable guilty verdict far easier to accept.
Great, now he's playing Simon Says with us. Well, he's not going to fool us with his stupid mind games. Tina, don't fall for his tricks. Now I'm the one who's dazed and confused. I can't even think straight. Hey, are you alright? She fell right into his trap.
No, I suggest you make a mad dash from the courtroom and into the wild blue yonder. Only by running shall your mind be cleared and your conscience cleansed.
Alright,
Objection!
I'll be back. I'll be back in 10. Really, Athena? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Stay with me, Athena. Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai. Apollo?
Mr. Justice, I heard the word objection, but what is your what is it you object to?
Huh? Alright. That objection was more of a reflex than anything else. So I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop it, you know?
The court is waiting, Mr. Justice. No, as it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect of this, if this is it. Now, do you have anything that could overturn the prosecution's case?
Well, actually, I do. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
Nice.
Wow. Apollo, you do have something more than your, you know, stealing voids, don't you? Yeah, I don't think I have. But I'm fine. But I've got absolutely nothing. But that's never stopped me before. I have to bullshit my way through this somehow. So, how does the real killer? How the real killer could have escaped the locked room? Because it's all over if I don't. Apollo, this calls for a new approach. Try to take us outside the box. Or in this case, inside the box. And what duty that locked room is too.
Well, Mr. Justice, you're wasting my time. Do you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument?
Yeah, but yes, yabba dabba do. The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another.
Vague conjecture shall only earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono.
Time to do or die, literally.
Evans will now explain how it will be possible to escape the locked room.
You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened? I'm fine. We just need to think the whole escaping a locked room thing over from the beginning. So let's see if the killer had escaped. How could they have done so? The choices are pretty limited. The room has a window, but it doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through, and there's a sheer cliff outside. Well, you see, we saw the Taro fly, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. That's the most BS ever. That's where the air went. It's up too high, and there's nothing you could stand on to reach it. And needless to say, the Forbidden Chamber would open no matter what we did, so that's out. Yeah, that's why we gotta keep the solution simple, like they say. Simple is best. We need to rule out all the absolutely impossible escape routes. Then whatever's left just might lead us to how the Fox Chamber was compromised. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escaped through, honestly, the air duct is the most sussiest thing yet, regardless of how I look at it, but...
There's definitely something with the air duct, but... Where did the killer escape from? I mean, it's gotta be the front door. There's nowhere else.
I mean, this door, right?
It's gotta be that. Like, what else?
Like, that Taro looks too big to properly go through here. We don't even know how, what's the spacing up here in the air duct.
It looks really small, in my opinion. At least from when we did the investigation, it looked small.
But plus again, if we saw the Taro dashing by from here, he was pretty fucking big. If anything, this air duct would be filled with fucking feathers and bullshit. Honestly, let's be honest.
True.
It has to be the door, though. I mean, what else? That's the hallway door, right? So,
The hallway door? Well, yes, I suppose that would be the only way out. Maybe you've already forgotten. The only available key until Jinxie Tenma came on scene was within the locked room. How would one exit the Fox chamber and then lock it without a key?
I should have seen this coming. Remember, Paul, keep it simple. Also, I didn't even think about the key. For the most part, I was just like, that must be door.
Yeah.
Simple, right? I could understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but...
Well, Mr. Justice, the prosecution got some fine Japanese still waiting, unless you explain yourself.
Damn, you're really gonna impale me on the sword like that?
Even the justice is ready to see that. Damn.
I'm fine. I can explain myself. The reason the Fox Chamber hallway door was locked was because Tenma locked it from the inside. It locked on its own. The perp locked it from out. What?
Wait, hold on. The reason the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked was because Tenma locked it from inside.
Yeah, no. I say no to that.
It locked on its obviously no.
The locked on its own would be too fucking easy, so it was locked from the outside. I mean...
The perp locked it from outside.
Because again, this... There's no way he went through the fucking vent. I don't think so. This... If anything, he had a fucking jingly staff with him. That wasn't even in the room. That staff is not going through the air duct. Where'd that staff go anyway? Unless I'm just overthinking it. They say think about it simply. Okay, so I'm thinking about it simply. That's not. It must be this then.
So the perpetrator locked it from outside, so he was outside the door.
That means that he. No. The key problem that makes this an issue anyway, and then getting out of the room, and then again the vent just seems sus to me.
Wait, it locked on its own. That's not actually impossible. Because there are... But no, this one has a key.
Yeah, this whole situation talks about a key. This is not a self-locking door.
So somebody manually locked it. Tenma locked it from inside. But
That
then...
makes no sense. That still means that he would have to have escaped from the fucking vent.
Or some
and
other
then left
place.
it. And or also left the key in the room at the same time, which... I don't know, I'm speaking now. What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door and then locked it.
Consider this. The master key was found inside the tightly locked Fox chamber. Any assertion that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact.
Exiting the room before locking the door would require taking the key out. But the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction.
Yeah, that
If
doesn't...
only we could explain both. Like how the key could be inside the room and be used to lock the door from outside.
No. Let's see if the defense can respond before Prosecutor Blackwell draws his sword. How could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked right now? Locked tight.
Slipped in when the door was open, and threw it in from outside, changed. The...
Wait, what was it? How can the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked tight? And what are you looking for?
About how absurd would it be to be able to toss the key from here to there. I'm just thinking about that. How absurd is that thought process? But
I think
thinking
when,
too
oh, I
complicated.
remember. I think I remember when I was doing this thing. I was thinking like maybe he did something with the vent, but then how would that be possible? Nah, I don't remember what I did here.
Because this is all I'm thinking about. Unless there's no way to throw it from the fucking windows.
No.
Toss it through the air vent and it will just fall back into the room. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, but really fucking unlikely again. Slipped it in when the door was open. Threw it in from outside. Changed the lock.
There's no way. There was no time to change the fucking lock. That's stupid. Slipped it in when the door was open. He slipped the key. The door was open. It had to be just thrown in somehow, but whether it's the only. The window had a fucking mask there and a bit of hair strand. I don't know how that mask and the hair strand got there. Was someone trying to throw the mask out the window, or someone was trying to throw something into the window, or the air duct was just used to throw the key back in or something like that. I mean, that's all I can think of right about now. I don't know how I can prove either case. But... What if someone threw it into the room from the outside? You know, something like go out the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back in through the window. He's forcing it on the window though. That will explain how the master key could be inside the locked room.
And where would you throw it from? There's a cliff outside the fox chamber window.
Yeah, that's one other problem. But then again, now that I think about it, we still saw the fucking tower fly in the air, right? This case is such fucking superstition, I swear.
Dude, I'm telling you, this really heavily reminds me of fucking Larry and his flying shenanigans.
There's superstition everywhere here. Either we threw through the vent, the flying tower just flew to the window and threw.
Yeah.
Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility.
Oh, right. I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window. Somewhere other than the window. Could the key have been tossed in through something other than the window? Again, I was thinking about the air duct, so I know.
The air duct?
That's the only place you can... You'd have to throw it from here, just hard enough that it falls right there. This Taro fucking guy escaped from here, from the door, he went here, supposedly to the foyer, but when he went by here, he could have thrown this there. Somewhere. He had time to throw it. In theory.
Kind
That's all I
of.
can think of.
I mean... Maybe?
Unless we're gonna go with the superstition fact that he fucking actually did the flu. But
From where did the killer throw the key into the room? I mean,
Yeah, so I have
the
to
only
throw-
logical thing is the air duct. I see no other way.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like I have to present that.
It is physically impossible to show anything else.
Yeah, that has to be it.
Near
Unless we
vent?
actually believe, unless we actually believe he can fly. So. Yes, the window may be out of the question, but the air vent's not. Oh, that's right. The fox chamber's air duct leads out into the hallway. That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the event outside the fox chamber. Then dropped the key into the room to the vent inside the chamber.
That's preposterous.
Damn, stabbed 3 times in one day. Oh, that explains how they got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly.
Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused.
Don't worry, I'll explain it so even your honor can understand. First, the real killer disguised as Den Mataro murdered the Alderman in the Fox Chamber. Then they fled to the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air ducts from the event outside the hallway. Still went in there though.
Man, what a fucking convoluted explanation. I don't know if I could believe it, honestly. Like, realistically, this seems outrageous.
Well, I'm more willing to believe that he may have just mildly crawled in there and just drew it all the way there to the end, but you know, he went all the way to the end himself. Fine, okay, sure.
I mean, yeah, you
Sure,
could have
sure.
thrown it from there, I guess.
Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there. All that was left to do after that was to go back to the duct and flee the manor. Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer?
Amazing. Even I could follow that.
No. The judge seems really pleased. That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed up like Den Mataro. I like how they're just blocking that vent though. Look how big he is!
Yeah, man.
Also, that staff, again. And there was someone else other than the mayor and the alderman in the room.
Hey, it looks like that lawyer is beating the jailbreak prisoner. Oh, that was a total turnabout. Look at that last one. That massive forehead of his, what now?
That massive forehead of his seems so much more attractive now.
Bruh! Some woman.
Order! Order! Order, I say!
Now that I proved the possible third party, I don't see how a client could be guilty.
Silence.
Silence. A valiant effort, Justice Dono. But your final thrust missed its mark.
Huh?
Both that little scamp and the trickseed Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room.
Doesn't else say.
But then what? Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and waltz right out the front door?
That's exactly what happened. The killer fled from the.
But that is impossible. Without being spotted by the foyer security camera, that is. The electric eye here will have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape.
What's that little side door behind the camera there?
I don't know, actually.
It looks like there's a door right behind the camera.
I actually don't know.
However, there is no sign of Ten Mataro anywhere in the security footage.
What?
Save for the foyer entrance, there is no other way to flee the manor, is there?
I don't feel so good. Wait, I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foyer entrance.
That's a
Not a set
window.
of- That's just a two set of windows. Yes.
It's right below the camera as well, so he couldn't.
There's a
be
large
spotted.
window in the foyer. It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera. Hey, you're right.
Silence.
Must I point out every crucial detail in the defense? It seems you lack not only brains, but investigative prowess to boot. That is the cliffside of the manor. The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one.
Except for the fact that we saw him fly again, right? It comes back to the flying nonsense, doesn't it? No! Wait, so the killer didn't escape out the foyer window?
What the heck, right? Fucking widget, man. Oh, right.
Ha! I suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset.
Oh boy! Oh fucking boy!
Well, sir, see, there's a bit of a problem with that. The fact that like, we still have this shit.
Wait, look at the time as well.
Don't bother.
3:40 as well. That's precisely the exact time that it could have happened.
3:20 for that. So there was an extra 20.
Well, to set up the crime, then escape, and then yeah, maybe fly off.
You did read that, right?
Yeah, sprouting wings, man.
That would mean the killer really was a yokai. If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to the fly. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
who's saying we don't? As a completely far-fetched as it might be. What? You're saying you can prove a killer can fly? Whoa! I thought I was the one with the with the steel vocal cords.
No, I can't wait to hear this. Here we fucking go again. Yeah, with more bullshit. Alright, what you got for me, Mr. Justice?
Yeah, how much bullshit is this? I think I'm gonna explode you extra hard for this one. Your honor.
What evidence do you have that the killer flew away?
Oh my god, here we go. We're actually doing it.
There's nothing else you can do. Take a look at this special edition paper. The Ten Matara, real or flight or fancy. What does this article prove, Mr. Justice?
That's
Timotaro, real or flight of fancy? What does this article prove, Mr. Justice?
The photo in the article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in that photo is the killer shortly after they fled out the window?
Mr. Justice! You're not seriously suggesting.
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up. The killer disguised as Dead Mataro flew away, you know, in some way or another.
Silence.
Are you trying to imitate him or what?
I should really cosplay this guy.
It is your brain that has flown to the coop. That image is not but trick photography or some other form of artifice.
Okay, then how about the Mataro figure Mr. Phil saw? It just vanished into thin air?
No. There is a rational, common sense explanation for that. That inferno yokai or tricksy Tanuki witness never reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back before the camera's electric eye.
Gee, I don't like where this is going one bit.
Now, the fact that we know the yokai had come from the fox chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at the time.
No, not good. Not good at all.
You understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The falsified yokai remnants and the appearance of Tenmataro were the work of one individual. And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma.
It's not me. I try. Please, it's not me. It's not me.
What? No!
The fucking delayed reaction.
Order! Order! The defense will stop competing for the greatest freakout ever. The little scamp was no doubt simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade. Prosecutor Blackwell's assertion makes perfect sense to me. It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by falling out of the window. Did you truly believe this could end in any other way?
Did we fall right into his trap? What do we do now, Bull? Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. If only we had one.
Bailiff, seize her. It is time I interrogated her as the samurai of your wood.
Oh, it's gonna be Tenma.
Mayor Denma?
This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul? Tenmataru's true identity is... No, Mr. Mayor. It'd be futile, at this point, to claim you were the yokai. After all, he had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Slipped into a yokai costume and roaming about the mayor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution will be willing to overlook her little yokai farce. Confess? The defendant intends to confess?
Wait. Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell's up to his mind games again. Mayor Denma, no, don't fall for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Jinxie will be left all alone.
Real killer is...
Denma's going to confess unless we do something. But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away.
Caw. Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time for my return.
Uh-oh, I should have watched what I should watch what I wish for.
Caw, foolish mortals.
It's kind of cringe.
I am Tenmataro, the yokai you seek.
Mayor Denma.
Silence. I am Tenmataro, freed from the bonds binding me to the forbidden chambers. Behold, the return of the Demon King.
What the hell, Demon King?
Well then, I think it's time for me to take a vacation. Now witness well, He will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenmataro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time? Indeed, it is I, Tenmataro, the one whom you seek. Come to reveal the truth. This child is Tenmataro, you say? Ha! What nonsense!
So Mayor Denma is a yokai now?
Ka. His body is mine now. Are you saying the Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Felch saw? And the one captured in the newspaper photo, those were all you? The accursed power of these warding charms prevents me from revealing my true form.
Yeah, the sweat is real, man. Look at that.
Because this is such bullshit and they know it.
You boldness. Can this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt? Well, a confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented. Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned.
Huh? What?
You claim the yokai that little scamp saw was some third party, the true killer? The one who escaped from the locked fox chamber, but it was all the accused all along.
Yeah. That's...
Ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real in a manner of speaking. For the elder man's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma, and the yokai at the scene, that too was Mayor Tenma, or should I say, our dear Tenmataro. The pieces have all fallen into place.
How's so, Prosecutor Blackwell?
It seems I must spell it out for you. Mayor Tenma killed the elder man in the fox chamber, which was locked at the time. He then removed the warding charm from the forbidden chamber's door, but then fell unconscious from the blow the elder man had delivered to his head. That's when his daughter Jinxie Tenma stumbled onto the scene of the crime. That little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenmataro, freed at last from the charms warding the effect, took possession of the mayor. The newly freed Tenmataro then fled from the fox chamber. So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father possessed by Tenmataro.
Wait, that causes a problem though. Again.
This explanation... This guy lost me, honestly. At this point, he's just lost me with this type of nonsense.
We literally just... Yeah, we literally just established that the camera would see him. And he couldn't escape through the window either.
But when we arrived on the scene, the mayor was found unconscious. How's that possible if he was supposed to have flown out the foyer window?
Then what? Do you mean to say the maid of QB Matter Jinxie Tenma was Tenmataro?
Oh. Ugh.
Caw. That too is easily explained. Flew well for a time, did I? But presently tired, I made for the forbidden chamber. But alas, exhaustion took me unawares in the fox chamber, and I knew no more. It would seem the pieces are still in place.
Is Blackwell up to his tricks again?
I don't know what to say. Is the defendant a real life?
So the rumor about Temotaro is true. I knew yokai were real. You mean he really did kill the elder man just so he could release Temotaro?
Order! Order!
Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai. It's Simon Says on steroids. He wants to convict our client in any way he can, even if it means blaming a yokai.
The proverbial ducks are all in a row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty. Your boldness. It's one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact. Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
Objection!
Mayor Denma is just pretending to be Tenmataro to protect his daughter. Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room. A verdict at this point will be premature.
Since both sides have raised valid points, I have no choice but to...
Silence!
This is the dark age of law, where defense attorneys are not to be trusted.
Damn. Says the guy who comes out of prison.
This is but the folly to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning, Justice Dono.
Objection!
I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence!
Then prove it by joining me. A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb to temptation.
How about I just promise not to succumb to anything?
We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It is beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all but...
What's wrong with him?
Professor Blackwell, we've had enough of your hijinks. The foundation of justice and fair play, and you're in a serious violation of that.
What the devil was that? Fulbright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner?
It seems you found that quite shocking. It's my special jolt of justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave.
You shall pay for this. I Simon Blackwell, vow to...
Your Honor, you need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackwell will remain on his best behavior.
A bit late with the reassurances on we detective.
Well, in that case, this concludes today's deliberations. The prosecution and defense will use this opportunity to further their investigations. This court is adjourned.
Damn.
What a clown show.
Well, right, I will continue, but it's gonna get really hot again, so I'll probably stop here. I've looked messaging me now as well, asking if he wants to meet up. So I'm like, you know what, I'll probably do that. And we'll go meet him.
What meeting? What meeting does he want?
I'll just go outside. Apparently he's out with Anna, so he wants me to meet her as well.
Keck.
Is a so-called girl.
She's so-called mini girls that he has.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Any thoughts on the case?
It's just a clown fiesta. For the most part. Because again, like, well, we have to get the culprit here, right? And there's like, but there's a yokai here, superstition. Well, okay, so he flew, right? Yeah. I'm gonna prove this. How exactly?
Probably.
I have no evidence in my hand to prove that he could fucking fly.
I do like this theme a lot, actually. It's like a victory theme.
But I won nothing.
What about Blackwell, man? You beat him. Right.
No, he got shocked like Hassan.
Yeah, man. Man, I can't wait for us to get to case number 3 and case number 5. I have a feeling 4 and 5 are probably tied together, most likely. Just like with the previous game. Because I can't remember what's in 4. But I know what's the last case, so they might be tied together. But yeah. Dude, that third case, man, you're gonna have such a... Oh, it's... Oh,
What? Mind-numbing sensation of figuring out what nonsense happening, or there's a whole bunch of memes included.
Oh, there's just... a lot of unexpected stuff. And I'm gonna say the fucking killer there, holy shit.
Because the funny thing about the third image is the fact that it doesn't really show too much interest in comparison with the other images, which look more like in your face and not menacing to some degree.
Maybe, but I'm telling you, the third case is really memorable, at least for me personally. I would probably say the second case, it's not bad, but out of all of these, I remember it slightly less than any of the other ones. The first one was just like, because I think it's because it's just the first case, so you almost always remember the first case, right?
The first case was only easier to remember because the key point is that the whole courtroom was blown up. I mean, kind of hard to forget that. It doesn't matter which case it is.
Yeah, so...
Like, it really doesn't matter at all if it's the first, second, and fourth one. A whole courtroom blowing up is irrelevant.
Yeah. And the third case, I think the third case, you'll probably remember it for the witnesses and the culprit. Definitely the culprit. Absolutely the culprit when you get to see him.
Yeah, for the most part, it looks like to me that Athena will be the main defense there or something like that. That's the impression of the image.
I think so, yeah. I think she's the one leading that case. As for the fifth case, man, do things get really fucking dark. Dark and fucking...
I mean, of course it'll get dark. The prosecutor is front center there. They put him in the forefront, so that usually tells me everything.
It's not even about the prosecutor, actually.
Yeah, but he has already some kind of a dark history. And then they put Edgeworth there as well, I guess, to some degree, and Phoenix in a dark background, and Athena looks troubled, so yeah, it kind of speaks for itself.
I can't remember how Edgeworth got involved.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help either that the prosecutor kind of just looks menacingly at the fucking leaks camera.
I think Phoenix Wright had to do some investigation, and then Edgewood was involved somehow, but I don't know how or why. Maybe that was the sixth game, but I don't remember anymore. We'll have to see that.
No, if Rageford is somehow involved with the prosecutor here in the past.
It was definitely involved something to do with investigations. But yeah. Anyway,
I mean, that's the best like that Rageford is just involved in a case with this prosecutor guy here in the past. But otherwise, if it's unrelated, then it's unrelated.
yeah, that would be the most logical thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna take a shower and then I'm gonna go outside. Cause I don't want to be in my room. It's gonna be too fucking hot. So it gives me a good fucking reason to stay outside my fucking room.
Yeah, it gives you an excuse to just yeet out. I also stopped the stream, so.
Alright, for anyone who's watching, thank you so much for joining.